Gemini, what's up with y'all? What's up? A lot of Gemini energy been in my own personal circumference as of late, as of most recent. So I want to give y'all a special shout out just because of that. You know, I'm always learning, y'all. I stay learning, and that's a really one of the main attribute of Gemini, if you ask me. There's a lot of them, but learning and to always stay learning is, I would say, the most positive attribute of the sign and of the sign Gemini. You know, and trust me, a lot of people tell me I'm knowledgeable, and I'm thankful for that. At the same time, I won't let it blow my head up. I know I still got more learning to do, and it's fun. You know, learning is fun. Fundamental. You know what I'm saying? It's not no cliche thing to say. It's for real. When you can get to that point in your life, you know, I understand some of y'all watching this may not be at that point in your life, and that's understandable too. You know, I've been very ignorant in my life. Believe that. Regardless of what you see on YouTube today, wasn't always like that. We all were adolescents before, you know. Oh, cards flying out. We're not taking that. But anyway, this is going to be immediate reading for the Geminis, you heard? So this is going to be about a situation that is present at the moment. It's going to be a 3-card draw. Following that, we're going to be talking about how you feel about the present situation at hand. And then lastly, we're going to draw a card to see a key factor that you should consider about the situation. So just because this situation is immediate, it doesn't mean that, you know, you have to make an immediate decision. All right, just want to make that clear. We're going to cut these cards because this reading wants to come out now. So going to get to it right now. Slice and dice. And this is the immediate situation at hand for the Geminis. Ace of Swords. New ideas. You got some new plans. New ideas. Swords, air energy, Gemini energy. I told you, look, this is something I was feeling anyway. I know this isn't my reading. This is all about y'all, but I'm saying, like, the energy has been in the air, you know? But let's get to it. So, something that you know about. This is something that you're knowledgeable about, first of all. But you've received mental clarity about going on to take this on. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to see victory in it. There's going to be success behind it. But it's part of your vision. I'm being told to stay focused on this when you enter it. But it's definitely a green light on it. But you're going, because the reason why I stress and I emphasize focus is because Gemini energy can get scattered. All right, you can get bored, and you can say, you know what, I feel like doing this, and I feel like doing that other thing at the same time. You might feel like juggling. Don't juggle. Don't juggle. At least in the initial stages, right? Because if you begin juggling in the initial stages, it's kind of like showing. It'll be giving more of Aries energy than it would be giving, you know, that it would be giving more of a commitment to something that you wanted to do anyway. This is something that you wanted to do anyway. And furthermore, it's going to stimulate other people, right? So like I mentioned Aries to compare the energy, only so that I could show that with an Aries emphasis, it would be more selfish, and that would be warranted. And the Aries position would lead by example to inspire others. But this new idea that you're going on, this journey that you're going on, is going to impact people directly via you, by you speaking to them, by you showing them, by you sharing your vision with other people. In some type of network setting, I don't know if you're in social media. If you have social media, you could be gaining attention there. People may be inspired by your ideas there. It might inspire you to make a business page instead of just a personal page. This could be for any other platform that you're just active on, you know. I think you should take it more serious now. because you have the clarity, and this is something that you know. Again, this is something that you're knowledgeable about. So it's not like you're going to be doing the surface level, oh yeah, I just looked this up 15 minutes ago. Nah, this is something you know about. So the green light is there. That's the present situation for you right now. Now, this is how you feel about that. How do you feel about that? The Empress in reverse. You feel insecure about it. And I'm not sure why. You might feel some type of nervous tension. That's largely associated with Gemini energy. So that's a guess. I don't know. You would be able to confirm that better than I would. But there may also be something that comes along the lines of being reluctant to do this because it doesn't seem like it's going to open up a whole lot of opportunities for you. Or it doesn't even seem like it's going to be very profitable, perhaps, as well. This may feel like it's something that's going to be more of a burden to you than it is fulfilling or rewarding. You may feel like it's going to be more stressful to do, maybe even more hours out of your life. And again, like it just won't be replenished in return. It might be a salary issue. It could be a salary issue. I'm just keeping it a being with you. And if it's not a salary issue, it might be the way that you have to do this. So I'm thinking job now, and the reason being is because it might even pay well. Let's say it pays well, but you might not want to do it just because of the way that it makes you feel. And that's valid, yo. That's warranted. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? And that can make you feel insecure just because you feel that there's going to be some type of irrational response that you give off, and it's going to appear irrational to others or whoever's involved, but it's not going to you. It's going to make sense to you because your insecurity draws from, sure, I could do this because I know how to do it, but I'm probably better off doing it on my own or in my own kind of way. You get what I'm saying? So I would like compare and contrast this to if you had the chance to be independent doing this, and contrast to somebody telling you how to do it. That's where your insecurity could come in, because if someone tells you how to do this, you might feel like, well, I can't fucking do it then. You know what I'm saying? And that, if you ask me, that's valid. It could also defeat the purpose of learning the way that you did. You may feel like it'll stunt your growth from learning all of this stuff about this sector or this thing just to be told what to do and how to do it, you know? But this is the factor that you should consider about this situation. And that is the Strength card. Upright. You're thinking about your animal instinct. Again, your reaction to that thing that makes you feel insecure. I think you should have more control. And it ain't just what I think, right? I'm telling you, though, that you can do this. The card is telling you that you can do this. The abundance is there. So going back to the pay, even though the Empress is in reverse, I think the pay is still there. I feel the pay is still there. It's just the feeling that you get, the vibe that you get from it sometimes it's not worth the money, certain situations, right? But even if, I want you to look at it like this, or try to look at it like this, even if it's fleeting, even if this is something that you jump into only to jump out later, I think the learning experience, Gemini, is going to be worth it. I think the pay is going to be worth it. And you might just be able to persuade and influence not only your audience, but whoever this is that you're taking it on for. This feels like employment to me in some type of fashion. And I think you'll even be able to influence the boss and the executives, management, or whoever, that your style of doing this is much, much better than whatever they thought of. I feel like this is going to be relative to the internet in some type of way too. So keep this in mind. You'll be able to show them statistics that states and proves everything that you show them about your style correct. So it's leverage when you go in there, and they would just be the fools to not understand that you took the time to be intellectual about this, to not jump and pop off on them about it. You was respectful, you was rational, and when you bring the heat, such as statistics, it's something that they got to consider or they miss out.